It's all the way live. Mm. It's all the way live. Lord, where the disclaimer at? The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of Darlene April, my legal name, known as April Showers Network. Sue me. You don't like anything I say. How is everybody doing? Hey, it's your partner. What you been up to? You still trying to split game to these Negroes out here? You a good rapper. You got some good hits out there. What it be like in Vegas today? Cause it's windy here in Chicago. Hey Patty, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I need all of you content creators to keep doing what you're doing. We gonna all make it. If you're doing positive, we gonna make it. Your day is coming. It depends on what day you want to come. Trust and believe. There are a lot of people that watch you that you don't think watch you. The only thing is, it's a shame that some of the big YouTubers won't reach back to help the small YouTubers. But then again, when you dealing with our people, that's to be expected. And isn't that awful that is to be expected? Like, some of y'all gonna make it and you not even gonna reach back to help not one or two people. Just mention their name or help the small YouTubers. So let's talk about once you make it, once you make it, and you don't go back to help somebody. Hey, flamethrower. See, I remember when Kwame Brown came on, when he first came on, and he said, "Oh, I'm going to help the small YouTubers," and he started off good, but then he got caught up in all of the beef and the drama. Why can't my people just do the right thing? I'ma drop the link. Why do we always have to get caught up in drama and BS instead of just doing the right thing? Some of y'all that desperate to be well known that, oh, wait a minute. I thought somebody was at my door. To be so well known, you'll do anything to be known, good or bad. Jaguar Wright was arrested yesterday. Everybody know Jaguar Wright has been having issues, mental issues. Jaguar Wright saw something while she was out there in Hollywood. Some people, see, I like to take the big stories and incorporate them into the small world. Because I need y'all to know that even though we think this only happens in Hollywood, no, it happens not in just big people, but small people. So Jaguar went to Hollywood. Jaguar saw wait a minute, y'all. I like this comment right here. When you never been anything, you will do anything to become something. Man, if that wasn't words, man, these words hit. Let me read this again, and I'ma say it louder for those of y'all in the back. When you never been anything, you will do anything to become something. So, we see this happening in the real world. We see it happening on YouTube. When you never been anything, you will do anything to become something. Let that sink in, people. Jaguar Wright is just like any woman that went to Hollywood, any woman that tried to make it. She saw something. See, everybody can't take everything that they're dealt with. Everybody can't handle traumatic experiences. But see, Jaguar Wright had been telling people for years all of the things that was going on with Diddy, all of these people. Just like you can have somebody that can read the people on YouTube. You can have a person in regular life that's telling you stay away from them people. Them people don't mean you no good. Watch out for the company you keep. Or we know the history behind them people. Now, we just don't, we trying to protect you, right? But y'all don't want to listen. The first thing we want to say is, oh, they crazy. They're crazy. They don't know them people. I know them. I ain't never seen nothing go on at that house. Or them people, they done treated me all right. But y'all don't want to listen sometimes. So nobody wanted to listen to Jaguar. Like some of y'all don't want to listen to your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your sisters, or people that tell you that man ain't no good. Don't invest in that. You know, we just don't like to listen. So Jaguar saw something in Hollywood. She come back, she's trying to tell people, hey, this going on, they called her crazy. So now everything's coming out. And so now it's like she's been telling us, just like people trying to tell y'all, you better love your higher power. You better have a higher power first. Just like people trying to tell y'all, you know, there, whatever you believe, you had the right to believe. You know, some people don't want to believe it's the God. That's your choice. I believe it. Then God's in me too. So Jaguar was labeled as crazy, right? All these years, she was labeled as crazy. Then stuff starts coming out. Oh, we should have been listening to Jaguar. You know, that's what some of y'all gonna say when these people true colors get exposed, or they do something to you, or you got to say, mama, you was right. Now, Jaguar, she telling everything. And everything, most of everything she said has been true. Some things might have been exaggerated. Jaguar got arrested yesterday. And what do our people do? Oh, we laughing. We making fun of her. Y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself. Tasha K ain't nothing. She better hope. She better pay Cardi B. She better pay Cardi B. But to laugh at somebody demise like that of being arrested, and clearly we know that there is some mental illness going on there. You know, she saw something happen to her. She might not never recover from it. And she might. People say she needs to take her meds. Well, we know a lot of people, even in regular life, Because we all know somebody that ain't wrapped too tight. And they'll take their medicine for a while and then they'll stop. Some people say they don't like the way the medicine makes them feel. And at this point in life, with the way the government been lying, you got Dr. Fauci, you know, oh, he told us we need to take the jab, and now we don't know if we gonna have tails growing next year. But we want people to take this medication, but we really don't know how that medication is making them feel. Is it making them feel worse? Do they see more voices? Do they hear more voices? So these are some things that you have to consider now. Because it's come out that half of the medicine is jacked up, experimental. When it comes to mental illness, you should not be laughing at that. Nobody should be laughing at Jaguar Wright or any other person who is struggling with mental health issues, because everybody is not strong. Some things affect people differently. And so you got your dirty people who ain't never been anything that's gonna do anything to become something. So they the ones that's going to stab the Jaguar Wright, stab the regular person that just couldn't handle something. It was so traumatic. Everybody has a breaking point. Something that you thought you could handle, you keep living. You keep living while y'all sitting around here laughing at these people who done had nervous breakdowns, who has experienced something so traumatic that they probably will never come back to reality. But you people that ain't never been anything, to do anything, to become something, will laugh at them. When I heard that Jaguar had been arrested, and I said, ooh, I'm gonna really have to pray for her, and I hope she gonna be okay. Because we know, people probably wants her silenced. But see, this is what I say about my people. When people try to tell you stuff, you won't listen. You know everything, or they crazy. That's all they did. They talked about Jaguar. Then you find out she's been telling the truth, and you still can't give the woman credit and say, you know what? She might have been way out there, but she was telling the truth. anybody at this point in their life should be saying, how do we try to help a Jaguar right? How do we try to help a family member? How do we try to help a friend that is dealing with mental illness instead of laughing at them? Because, it's going to come to the point where you're going to realize everybody who they done labeled is crazy ain't really crazy. They just living in their own reality. Well, they trying to tell you stuff and you won't even listen because you've labeled them as crazy. Mental illness has been around since the beginning of time too. We don't know what's going to cause some people to actually lose their mind. We don't know. You can see people, you can see them and we'll turn our nose up at them. See, for the mentally ill, I'm not going to turn my nose up at you. But for to you slithering snakes, I will. Or you, when you never bit anything, you will do anything to become something type people. So all of them that's laughing at Jaguar, y'all better be careful. You better be careful with what you do because it's going to come back to you. Jaguar right represents mental health. I have a bleeding heart for Jaguar and any other people that has mental health issues. It's not easy, but you still love them. You don't throw them away. You don't want them to be incarcerated in jail. Jail ain't gonna do nothing for them. Mental health people are in a cold class by themselves. And they're not stupid people. They're not crazy people. Anybody that's laughing about Jaguar or any other person, I don't like you. I don't like you. Because you don't have common decency for another human being that didn't ask for some of the problems that they have. Jaguar Wright might not never get it together. That don't mean people should be laughing at her. Then she might get it together. But we such people that we just take such pride in tearing other people down. Cause I'ma tell you some stuff I done seen on YouTube. How people done tore people down, moved them out the way so they can become something. It's some stuff like this is way like where did you people come from? But that's right. You have to remember these people ain't never been anything. So they will do anything to become something. Y'all better get right. Better get right. You better get right. Why can't you people be a ray of sunshine instead of always wanting to tear people down? Why do you feel like you need to criticize and tell people what they need to say, how they need to talk? Like, who made you judge and jury? There are so many Jaguar Wrights in the world. That are suffering from mental illness, who, you know, lock them up, throw away the key, they crazy. They crazy or you crazy? Because if she's been telling the truth all along, who's crazy? Y'all was crazy because you didn't want to listen to her. Again, you the crazy ones because you didn't want to listen to her. Behind every person talking, whether they have mental illness, sometimes you gotta listen to what they're trying to tell you. Anybody that's laughing, anybody that's saying, keep her locked up, you a sad, sick, pathetic individual in my book. We have to love the Jaguar Wrights and other people that suffer from mental illness. We've got to shower them with some unconditional love that people will never understand until you dealt with somebody that's dealing with mental illness. It ain't easy, but you know, The Lord don't put no more on you than you can bear. At least you know these people are suffering from mental illness and they not just being spiteful and dirty. Y'all be shamed of some of y'all family members because they're a little slower. You don't even want to play with them. You know, you ashamed of your own family members that's dealing with mental illness. You don't even talk to that family member. You don't even visit that family member. All you do is just talk about them. Girl, they was this. Did you see what they had on? Did you see how they hair? And clearly, you know they're suffering from mental illness. But you pathetic piece of slime ball that you are. You want to make yourself look good. So you talk about the mentally ill. Again, it hurts when we can't control things or control people, or people don't act the way we think they should act, or they're not where we think they should be, because we've set up here and we let people dictate to us, you should be doing this at a certain time, you should be doing that, you should do this, you should be married by this age, you should have kids by this age. And it don't work like that. It don't work like that. Do you know that 1 in 50 something kids are being born with autism? And autism comes in all different forms. There's different forms of autism. You even have nonverbal. These parents love their children no matter what. They're trying to help their children to learn more about what they've been diagnosed with. So to you people that say Jaguar, they shouldn't let her out, you're pathetic too. You're not a psychiatrist. Shouldn't nobody be caged up no matter what. But Jaguar Wright represents mental illness and how people will dismiss people that has mental illness by calling them crazy, and they've been telling the truth. What does that say about anybody that didn't listen to her, but they called her crazy? And now the truth has come out. And she really didn't lie. And she wasn't crazy. Some of y'all would rather be mad at somebody or call them crazy instead of saying, oh my, they were right. Because society done made y'all think people that suffer from mental illness is crazy and nothing they say is the truth. Don't believe a word that comes out of their mouth. And that's the reason a lot of people that suffer from mental illness has not been treated properly because they got idiots like y'all walking around talking about they crazy. So this was just a quick live. Keep your higher power first, a spirituality, nature, whatever you believe in. Keep them first in your life. Go to them. Go to them and ask them to show you discernment. Cause I'm telling you, we fighting so many battles. Man, now when you fighting so many different gloves, probably 200 pairs of gloves now you fighting. Cause they done sent that many devils to try to tear you down. Because they know that you not crazy. They know that you telling the truth. They know they gotta start listening to you now. Just because we diagnose somebody with mental health issues, then we don't want to believe nothing they tell us. You think they liars. Oh, they crazy. They just want my boyfriend. Oh, they crazy. My cousin didn't touch them. Oh, this and that. Put that whole armor on. I'm telling you, what we are in right now, I just know I'm gonna be all right. But I'm ready to fight. See, I'm a fight for mine. I'm a fight for my brain, my mind, my peace. So again, to anybody that's discussing, downplaying Jaguar Wright. You are a piece of SHIT. She's dealing with mental health. None of y'all are no psychiatrists. You ain't been to school. You ain't studied the mind. But you got something to say. A piece of work. So just remember, to all of my listeners, people that's gonna listen to this in the replay, everybody's not born to what we have let society tell us what's normal and what's not normal. Everybody that they say crazy ain't crazy. Remember that. Love people and treat them the way that you want to be treated. And to laugh at somebody's demise, somebody going to jail where you know they're not getting ready to be treated properly. You some sick people. You some sick people. Y'all wanna always talk about the crazy relative, the crazy family member, instead of just loving them too. Just like everybody should just love Jaguar. See, I try to bring the brick stories and break them down into reality of what's really going on. Yeah, she might have a little money, was a singer. She done partied with the best of people, but she still has a mental illness. And she should still be respected. And nobody should laugh at a woman with mental illness being locked up. I just can't with you people. And then the ones saying she should be locked up. You know, they defrauding the government. They've been sued. Tasha K ain't shit to me. She ain't shit. And you sitting up there talking about you had people to call Crime Stoppers. What you gonna do when they find that 4 million? You can run and hide for so long, Tasha. See, you a wino. You ain't crazy. You know exactly what you doing. And you'll do anything to anybody to keep them winos coming in there to get drunk, sip wine, and talk about folks. Oh, you mad because she said you sent your son to Africa. So basically, she told the truth about Tasha K. See, them crazy people gonna tell you about your dirty self. While she laughing, you probably couldn't get a penny from Tasha K. While y'all sitting up here laughing, going into this woman's show wanted another black woman to be captured that has a mental illness because she done told you you ain't raising your child, which is the truth. You sent them to Africa. This is we just destroy each other type of people. Like everybody wants to destroy everybody. If you know you number one, cause I know I'm number one. I ain't intimidated by no Tasha K's, no Cardi B's, whatever. Cause I ain't gonna do half the stuff y'all did to make it. Or some of y'all that's doing stuff to people now to make it. You better be careful what you do, cause it might come back to you. And I'ma leave you with this. When you never been anything, you will do anything to become something. Let that marinate. This is April Showers. Y'all have a great day. Love your special needs, family, friends. Love the special needs, just like you do the regular people. April Showers, I'm out.